November, voters in Wayne, Oakland, Macomb, and Washtenaw counties will be asked now to spend an average of $95 a year to support a regional transit master plan. Ballot question was unanimously approved today by the Regional Transit Authority Board as a $1.2 million request that would be there for 20 years. It would generate $4.7 billion, almost $5 billion over that period. Guy Gordon joins us now with more. And Guy, some members of the board not happy with the 11th hour demands from Oakland and Macomb counties, which looked like they had scuttled the whole thing last week.
Oh yeah, some grumbling privately, but also publicly, Devin. We had two Washtenaw County board members state those objections, but ultimately set those aside and voted yes because they feel it's that important to get this question before the voters. So a major hurdle is cleared in this 27-year battle to bring some kind of coordination to this patchwork transit system we have. Finally. From the disabled, city dwellers who can't afford a car, and small employers.
My talent pool that I can draw from to hire for my business to serve the community is very limited.
Today was heralded as a momentous step forward for regional cooperation and economic opportunity.
It's absolutely important. We want to be able to advance people, quality of life issues, getting people to jobs and getting them home from jobs, to doctor's appointments, to educational institutions.
It was not a smooth road. Oakland and Macomb demanded changes late in the game, giving individual counties veto power over funding allocation and assurances most money raised in a county will stay in that county.
But there will be a mechanism that allows us to go back and check and verify that 85% of the money raised in that particular community stayed in that community.
Those late changes raise concerns that veto power could lead to less cooperation.
Transit decisions should not end at one city or county's borders. You should stay focused on what is in the best regional benefit.
The master plan is not a parochial plan. It connects the region with public transit as we have never before been connected.
Now, there are still some lingering questions and speculation that 1.2 mils may not be enough for the ambitious goals that are set forward. There's also some frustration that the old fairgrounds at Woodward and 8 Mile won't be used as a regional transit hub. But by and large, most of the people today, there seems to be some consensus that they hope that this era of cooperation is for real and that the discord we've seen over the past week is not an omen of things to come. We're live from the Rosa Parks Transit Center. I'm Guy Gordon, Local 4.
But Guy, let's talk about what's to come here. I'm wondering what the other members of this of the board are saying now that they know that the leaders of Oakland and Macomb counties, the two executives, are not going to endorse the campaign. What do they think the upshot of that will be?
We certainly asked them about that, Devin, and their feeling was that in the beginning and now in the end, this plan has to sell itself. And they believe that if voters actually look at the master plan, that somebody will find something to benefit them, even if they don't use mass transit. Do this make their job a little harder? Yes. Do they say they have a difficult road ahead? Yes. But it's ultimately they feel that they can get to that final destination.
They got to be happier than they were last week over what it looked like where this was headed, that's for sure. Yeah. All right, Guy.